Hi, my name is Cindy Martin, and I am the owner of Teacher's Brain with Teachers Pay Teachers, is where I have my store. And when I first started doing TPT, I wish that somebody had helped me out. So I try to make little videos and stuff for anybody who's new or just wants to learn something about TPT. So some of you in the group have asked me if I would share with you how to make products editable. Now, I'm not an expert. I know that you can get Adobe Pro and you can learn how to make them even better, but what I use is PowerPoint. And so that's what I'm going to show you today, is how to use PowerPoint in order to make your resources easy for teachers to edit them. All right, so let me go ahead and show you how I do this. Let me make this small. All right, I'm gonna move this over here. All right, so what I do is first I will make the actual product. This is an example of a scavenger hunt that I made for teachers. And of course, they can just go ahead and take the regular PDF. This one says welcome to open house, and you can see that it's in PowerPoint right now, so every single one of these pieces is movable until I save it as a PDF, and that's the file that I include in the zip file. So I include the PDF, which means that they can just print it and go and they can't edit it. And then what I do is I save these as JPEGs. I'm going to show you. Hit the JPEG. Let me move my head out of here again. Save. And it's going to pop up and say, do you want to have all the slides or just one slide? I'm going to go ahead and do all the slides because I also use these as my thumbnails. And we're going to wait a minute for that to come up. Okay. Now, I can open up. Let me drag my file over here so you can see it. All right, so I can open up the file of JPEGs. These are all of the JPEGs that you see. And now I'm going to close my PowerPoint that I made, and I'll open up a brand new one. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to open up a new PowerPoint. Open new. You're going to have to change the size, and if you're not familiar how to do that, I'll show you really quick, but I'm not going to get into detail because hopefully you guys know that already. But go to Design, Slide, Size, go to Custom. I always choose the letter paper, and we're doing Portrait in here. And then I ensure the fit. And I like to get rid of all these extra text boxes that are on here. Okay, now in order to make your product editable, what I did was I made one of these slides. I took off all the pictures that you guys saw. So for example, let me show you here. I took all of the pictures off of this one. Okay, took all the pictures off and I saved it as a JPEG. And you can see the JPEGs right here. These are the ones that I saved that are empty and they don't have any text or pictures or images in them. And now I can take the JPEG and I'm going to slide it on to the new slide. And here it is. So if you look, you can see that you can move this whole picture, but you can't edit you can't like move the images and stuff, all right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Insert a Text Box. And you lay it right over the top. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I first started doing this for you this morning, I found a spelling error. And I worked really hard on this, but I left the R off of scavenger. So I spent the last 2 hours remaking the entire product to upload it because I had already sold it a couple times. And thank goodness nobody left negative feedback on there before I got to edit it and put it back up. All right, so then I put the text box in here and I am going to write edit. I usually just write edit. You could say edit here so that it's clear. And then I will copy it and paste it, and I'll keep doing it for as many areas that I want them to be able to edit it, okay? And so let me do a new slide. Here's a new slide. Like I said, I always like to get rid of these text boxes. I'm going to pull in, these are my JPEGs again. Let me show you one that is, I think I have one that is totally blank. Here we go. This one, well, I had one with a theme. It's totally blank too. Here, we'll do that one. This is my camping theme one that I had. All right, so this one is totally blank, and I wanted them to be able to not just do the edits for this area. I wanted them to be able to edit this entire top if they wanted to. So for example, a reason why I would do this as a teacher, I might want to say, welcome to Jacob's birthday party. And then we're going to do a little scavenger hunt for Jacob's birthday party, and maybe you could find Jacob's birthday treat at the end of it. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be a scavenger hunt for campus. Like we're going to go on a scavenger hunt to find different locations of the campus just so they get familiar with the campus. You could do that at the beginning of the year. So if I was going to do that, I would do the edit here. You don't want to worry too much about the font. Just use a generic font, because when somebody else downloads the PowerPoint, the font is going to come up with whatever they can find. Oh, sorry, excuse me. The font is going to come up with as whatever they can find that is comparable to whatever they have on their own PowerPoint, okay? So I don't worry about making this any kind of like fancy, but sometimes I will make it big so that they know that this is a title, okay? So that's where the title should go. Okay, and now once you have all of your little edit places where you want them, you are just going to save this, save as, and figure out where you're going to save it to, and you're going to save it as a PowerPoint, okay? You're just going to save it as a PowerPoint. And then what I do is I will open up, I'm not going to save this one because I already have it. I will open up the two files, like quick access, scavenger hunt. I would open up the PDF and this one, the editable one that I just made PowerPoint, and I would click on that one. You're going to also hit Control and then hit the PowerPoint one and right click, and you can send to a compressed zip file, and it will put both of the files in one file on your computer desktop or wherever you tell it to go. And that is the file that you upload to TPT in order for them to have both files, the one that they can just print and go that's ready for open house and meet the teacher, or they can open up the PowerPoint and edit it the way they want to edit it. So I hope that I have answered some of your questions about how to have an editable resource, and if not, you can put it in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer the best I can. Like I said, I'm not an expert. You could get Adobe Pro. I know that's what I want to learn to use, because I saw somebody had where you could say put a spelling word on one page and it would duplicate it on 50 others. That's through Adobe Pro, so I haven't learned that yet. There are other programs, other ways. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that your clip art is definitely going to be secured. So that's why I turned it into the PDF and a secured PDF, and then I also used the JPEG so that they can't manipulate, hopefully, the images. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in.